Here at Victory Church, we exist to invite the presence of God, to experience the power of God, and connect people to God. You know, another core value that we hold to at this church is that we truly believe that life was never to be done alone, that it was always to be done within community. And we've given you opportunities to connect with other people within community, and we call those life groups, because what we've realized is that life is both an adventure, but it can also quickly turn into a nightmare. And it's comforting, and there's this sense of healing and hope when you have other people who can come alongside of you during the high moments and during the low moments in your life. And this last weekend, we were given an opportunity to see what it looks like to be in community, how community looks, how it acts, how it gives us opportunities to heal. And there was this opportunity that many in the community, and not only in our community, but surrounding communities, to be involved with. And it was a walk that was put on by the Glory Babies, one of our life groups. And Erica, I know you are the life group leader for Glory Babies. Tell us a little bit about Glory Babies.
Glory Babies is a support group for women who have lost a baby due to miscarriage, stillbirth, or early infant loss. We meet every second and fourth Wednesday of each month. We gather together, share our stories, find peace and healing in Jesus, and comfort in each other.
Awesome. I know that it was a while back, but I remember you coming and talking to me about this vision, this thing that God placed on your heart to do this walk. And why don't you share a little bit about that?
The walk was something that's been on my heart for several years, and about a year ago, I approached Brother Dwayne and the staff about putting on this walk. And after getting the okay, we started planning about 6 months ago as a group and gathered together over the weekend to show our support to the community, the women in the community.
Yeah, so this has taken a while to come about, but when it did, it was an exciting moment. It was a moment of healing. It was a moment of hope. Why don't you share a little bit about that walk?
Like I said, we gathered together for the community. We had people all over the community and even outside of Fremont, like Toledo, Cleveland, Genoa, Maumee, with several people coming from all over. Gathered together, we did a walk around Connor Park. Along the walk, we had the babies' names on a sign, along with some scriptures and some quotes. Then we gathered for a balloon release, where we named each baby's name, and their families and friends released a balloon. Had a beautiful dance and some poems, and then had a time of fellowship.
You know, I know there was that moment where you probably just sat back and watched the amazing thing that God was doing in healing and helping people within this community. And I know that God was doing something big, because I got some of the responses from some of those who were part of this walk, and I just want to share one in particular, and it goes like this. Her name was Andrea, and she says this: "Words cannot describe how meaningful it was to be supported, as well as support other families that are dealing with the loss of a child. Even 8 years later, as I recall the events of my son's birth and death all at once, it brings me to tears. To have our babies remembered, acknowledged, and validated means so much. I am so thankful to Erica for making this happen. I can never describe what that meant." You know, that was only one of many of the responses of some of these ladies, and even some of the men who suffer from this loss, but also the healing that was taking place. It's an amazing event. And is there anything else you want to share?
I just want to thank the church for the support. It's not an easy thing what we go through, but to have a church family who understands that there's a need.
Victory Church, this is how you change your world.